Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It is Friday, the 24th of July, 2026. Stampin' with Sharon, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. I hope you're going well. It is Friday, the 24th of July, and we are, the first week of school for most schools. So my daughter went back to school this week, and we head off on a bit of a trip tomorrow. We're going to a conference up in Queensland, so that will be really, really good. And I'm looking forward to the conference. We're going to have a bit of downtime. We're going north, so it should be hopefully a lot warmer than what it is actually here. I heard that north it was about 22 degrees, so that'll be nice in the middle of winter for us. So hopefully it stays that warm. Usually when we go north at this time of year, it's still quite cold. So in the past we've had to buy a heater and stuff, and because we weren't expecting it to be cold. Like it's meant to be, I don't know, warm in Queensland. Who knows? Anyway, so things that are happening at the moment. If you have not subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, now is the time to do it because you will save 25% when you order when you subscribe for the first time. For the first time, if you subscribe, you will get 25% off your first kit, which is pretty cool and a great bonus if you haven't subscribed already. If you have subscribed, then you already know how good Paper Pumpkin is. So it's a great kit. I've got the next one ready to go, so I might actually show that next week. As I said, I will be away, so I'll probably do a pre-recorded video. Hopefully, we'll see how we go. I've got today, I think, pretty much to do it, and that's it. So we'll see if I get that done this week, or today, I should say. There's also product of the month that's happening at the moment, and there is also a new join. They've changed the way you join, so now you can actually, so now you can actually do a join. You can join. Oh my goodness, head. Where am I at? If you join, you spend $175, you get a $240 voucher. That's what happens. And you also get a welcome box, which I will show you a sneak peek of that soon. I have got it. It arrived last week, but I haven't actually opened it yet, so I need to do that and show a sneak peek of that. Anyway, it is... I've got someone messaging me, so I'm just going to turn myself off. So I turn myself on to do not disturb on my phone because that's distracting me at the moment. Sorry about that. We are going to be doing a scrapbooking workshop kit today. So that is, it's going to be beach time. So this kit, it's still current. It's $63 and you can create 6 pages. So 3 double layout pages. Hey, Sam, how you going? I'm trying to breathe. I put myself on do not disturb so then I wouldn't be distracted by the messages coming in. All right, let's here we go. Beach time. I'm going north, so beach time, hence. I did do a bit of prep this morning, so I've already chopped up the white pieces and have separated all the die cuts and everything, so they're all ready to go in there. Separate little folders. So I just need to chop up a few pages today. I thought I would sort of speed up the process a bit because sometimes this, the chopping can take a bit longer than I anticipate. So here are the 3 the 3 pages I've already got ready to go. So I've already split up the backing pages and I've chopped up the white pieces, and I've also chopped broken down the die cuts as well. So that's all done. So let's get to chopping. I'm trying to breathe, Sam. So much. Brain is going everywhere. All right, so our first one is this page, and on the back is quite pretty. So let's chop this one down now. I don't know which way it's meant to go because you've actually got a ombre effect on this one. So let me just have a look at the pages, because that makes it a bit trickier. Oh, what are they for? Hang on. Page 2 and page 1. So page 1 won't matter. Page 2. Oh, okay. So we've got ombre that way. Okay. All right. I think I've got it in the right spot then. But I might, because it's not a big, I'll flip it, I think. Yeah, so I actually don't want the really light stuff. I actually want the darker piece. So I'm going to start here, starting from the top. And we're going to chop at 2 inches. Yes, 2 inches. So let's start there. How are we, Sam? We'll go 1.5 inches. I haven't seen my friend Sam for a few weeks now. Feels like so long. Let's just pop them out. And this one's going to chop to 10 inches. That's chopping to 10. That's page 2. And this is going to be 10.25. I think I'm just a bit frazzled at the moment because there's been a lot going on this week. We've been prepping for this conference, and then we've also had a few errands. So we've had it. I've been out in the car with hubby trying to get a few things done, and he's now doing some more prep. We've got to pack everything tonight or today and get everything ready so that we can go tomorrow. But we're stopping on our way up the coast, so we usually like to stop at Coffs Harbour, which is about halfway. Okay, so that's page 1. I'm going to pop that up here. That's page 2, and I'll put page 3 over this side of me. So the next one is this piece. So we're going to go cut this way. And this is cutting at 8.25 by 9.25. And that is page 2. And then, what's that? You know what? I'm going to chop this one down to 1.25 inches because I don't think it's going to matter too much. And that way I can keep that big piece separate. So let's go 1.25. And this is going to be 7.25. So 7.25, and that's for page 3. And they're all my little offcuts. The next one is a stripy paper, and this is exclusive paper just to this kit. So we are chopping 1/2 inch. We've got 2 1/2 inch strips by 12, and then a 1/2 inch strip by 3 inches. So I'm actually going to use the markings on this side of my trimmer. So 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. And then the question is, what colours are we using? What's on the other side? It's just basically white. So this is going on to page 3. So move them onto page 1. This is page 3. So interesting. So that's the strip up there, I'm pretty sure. But it's sort of showing a lot of the pinks there. So like the red and the orange and then the pink. So I feel like it's actually chopping there. So let's chop it at 1/2 inch and then I'll figure it out. It's saying 3 inches, which if I do 3 inches that way, it only gets a little bit of orange. So I'm going to chop a tiny bit off here. And then I'm going to chop 3 inches. I reckon that's probably what I want to do. I'm going to do that. See how that looks. So that's page 3. All right, so Summer Splash cardstock. We are chopping at 3/4 of an inch. So just before the 2 centimeters. And 4 1/4. Four 1/4 by 4 1/4. And that's page 1. And this one we're going to chop down to 9 1/2. Yes, 9 1/2 inches. And this is for page 2. Page 2. We've got the Strawberry Slush 2-tone. And we only want 1 strip of that. And that's 1 inch by 11. Quite a few pieces left over on this. 1 inch by 11. And this is page 2. And then the Daffodil Delight. There's a few more on this one. So we're going 1 1/2 inches. And then we're going to go to 7 1/4. And then we're going to go 3. And then we'll come back to chop the opposite way. So this is going to be 8 inches. 8, that's page 2. This piece, which was the 7 1/4, we're going to rotate and chop at 5 1/4 for page 2. This piece we're chopping at 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then last one, this is 1 1/2, and we're chopping it down to 11 inches. And that, I believe, is all the chopping, because I've already done the white willow. There was 4 of them. So one was 11 by 11. And then we've got little photo mats there. Another photo mat, 8 1/4 by 9 1/4. And then a couple of strips and another larger piece. So we have done all of our chopping. I'm going to pop all my extras back into the Ziploc bag. And then pull my folders in. And we'll just pop our little pieces in there. That's 1. This is 2. Not a lot for 3, only 2. There's lots of fiddly bits, I think, in this one, because there was 2 sheets of die cuts that I had to pop out. So 2 of them. All right, so instructions. So we have the big piece in the background, the little strip, and then the white pieces. There's a white piece which all the photos are going to be mounted on. So let's look at that one. It's helpful to have the pieces in a little plastic sleeve, because that way you don't lose them. I'd hate to lose them. All right, so we have the 2 wavy pieces. So there's that one, one of these little strips. Yep, I think that's it for that page. So let's start with this side first. And our instructions, we've basically popping a white piece on this side. We're going to do the strip next to that, and then the big white piece. So we want our seal. And just line up that along the edge. And then we have the strip. Like that. And then this one is going to pop about there. And then we have not that one, not that one. What are these pieces? So that one, beach day, holiday. Oh no, vacation, holiday. I don't know. Maybe they gave us 2 so that we could choose. I think they did. Yes, we could choose holiday or vacation. There you go. That was nice. That one is going to slip up there. And then we have our little photo mats, which I believe are going to be 1, 2, and 3. Right, so that one I don't want a lot on that one. That's right. So we're just going to pop that one there. The other photo mat can go in the bottom corner. Again, I don't need a lot of adhesive. And this one can go in the center, but I'll mount this one first. That can go beside that one. And that one's going to go there. That in the center. And this is going to be our journal piece. Oops. Which I can pop there. And then we can go vacation or holiday. think I'm going to just go holiday. And beach day. I'm going to go put glue on one side, on one edge, because that way we can pop it up and put the photo in. And holiday. And then we have the, oops, all those bits. The adhesive sheet. So my happy place can go right there. Then you've got splish splash, splish splash. And then fun in the sun. This does go over our journal piece, but I think that's okay. And then the other one is seashells, which is meant to go here over the photo, but I think I'm going to pop it there and there, so it's not on the photo. So that is actually page 1, all done. Yes, that's all done. That's the first part of page 1. So we'll bring over the second page. And this one is going to go on this side. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm actually gluing things in the right spot. Whoops. I'm going to flip that around. I just dropped one of my seals. So put this one down. So we're going that way, and I want the yellow at the top. So I'm going to pop it this side so that we match on both pages. Okay. So now we have the yellows at the top of both pages. So then we've got the, which piece? That one, that one, that and that go there. And we've got our little photo mats. So let's pop them on. So this one's a fairly quick couple of pages to put together. And so then we've got the smaller pieces. These ones are going to go in there. So our journal piece. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oops. Our journal piece. Oh, where am I? Where's my glue? There we go. So oh, always helpful to have a couple of seals handy. And then the photos will go beside. Oops. Yep. So then we have these pieces. So we have our sun, which got the pop about there, and just lift up the photo. We have an ice cream. It's going to go about there. We have our ticket, and it's going to have a pair of sunglasses over the top. You've got your S is for. And then we have all the different things. So you've got the summer, smiles, sand, sunshine, and swim. What about surf? Oh, surf's in there too. Whoops. Nope, he's not coming up. Surf and swim. There we go. Bit out of order. That's okay. We've got dots. Oh, look at that. So on the adhesive sheet, we've got some dots as well. So using them as an embellishment. Come on. And then this is the extra piece. So that's going to go there. And then you've got beach vibes. And that is the second page. So it's pretty quick to do those 2 pages. So that's all done. Pretty quick and simple. So page 2. Again, I've got some photo mats that I've already set aside for it. And just pick up my seal while I change things over a bit. All right. So there's lots of elements in this one. We've got some stars and some seashells. Okay. So this piece, so it's that one, that one, no, yes, that one, that one, and then this piece. And I'm not quite sure which other yellow piece it is. A couple of yellow pieces there. So I'm going to flip over to the second half of this one. And so we have the white. And it looks like it's that one. That's that one there. And then I think it's that one. Yep. And that's that side. I think that's right. And that one goes on that piece there. Okay. Go back. Let's go back. Oh. Sorry. Hang on. Oh yeah, those two over there. Okay. Now I have it sorted. We go back here. So that one is going to go on there. So let's do that piece there. This one here, I'm just going to put that photo mat onto that piece because I know that's that one. This one, I believe, is actually going to be that. So for this one, yeah, I think I won't stick it all down. I might actually make it a bit of a slide pocket, hopefully. So let's see if we can do that. All right. Start by gluing this piece down first. There. This one's going to overlap. And then I want the darker piece down the bottom. So probably about there. Okay, so that's where we're at the moment. And then you have one of the leaves. Oops. About there. Gonna go there. I don't know if I have any of the strip, so I'm actually just going to try and do a tiny bit of around the edge. Just a tiny bit of glue around the edge. I want to let that dry a tiny bit first, so it becomes a tiny bit tacky. But in the bottom here, what adhesive? We've got the Hello Sunshine, which is meant to go over the top. I don't really want it over the top now, do I? I don't. So I have some dimensionals. And just try and get some of the tackiness off the back. And then we can actually put some on that we just don't take the backing paper off. So we can do that. So then I can still pop that up and I can still get my photos in underneath. but that's popped that up. Now the little seashell, we can actually get our blending brushes out, and I'm just going to use the backing paper here, and I'm going to use Golden Glow ink. And you can sort of says to use sponge daubers, but I've got my blending brushes, so I'm just going to use them. Oh, there's another one. Missed the other one. And so then these ones can also have dimensionals. And we'll just be strategic in which ones we take off so that we can still put the photo there. So this one's going to go about there, so I'll probably want just these two. And then just that side, I think. I think that's tacky enough now. So I should be able to pop that over the top. And the hope is that I can still pop a photo down there without it causing too much of an issue. So because I've got left the top bit open, so I should be able to slide a photo down. And then I've got a bit of the palm trees, and how long is that saying? I don't know. I'm going to wing it. Once I find my trimmer. There you are. Is it saying it? Is it saying a length? Hang on. A palm tree pre-cut piece 2E. So cut the strawberry / ticket bordered ticket into a 2-inch piece and a 10-inch piece. Oh. Okay, so the ticket, this ticket here, we want to chop that to 2 inches. Hang on, where are my 2 inches? There's my 2. So almost. Okay, so that's 2. The palm tree into 2 3 7/8 pieces. So I need 3 7/8. There. And then I'm just going to rotate that to do another 3 7/8. Sorry about my head if it's in the way. Yep, okay. 3 7/8, and then a multicolored stripes border sticker to 11. Where's that one going? 11.5 inches. I don't know where that one's going. So this one is 11.5. All right, I think that's all for the trimmer, hopefully. So we have the palm tree. The palm tree. We've got the let's go to the we've got pool here somewhere. I might pop him up on some dimensionals. And then you've got the little ticket, which I think is that one. Fun in the sun. There we go. And I think that's it. There is a little dot, but I'm not going to use that at the moment. I think that, I used it on the other page anyway. That's okay. All right. So that's the first half of page 2. So we'll go to the second half of page 2. How are we going for time? Not too bad. So this one, we're going to glue, what are you doing? Let's glue this one down first. That's going across the top. Going straight across there. This one, we're going to do our photo mat. And this one can get glued down onto our white, our backing paper. It's about the center, so I think it's about there. And then we have our strips, which the darker piece is going to go over that way. Summer splash. We have this strip, which is going to go across here. And then the ticket. About there. We have our stars, so we'll do a couple of stars and our trees. So where's our photo mat? There's our photo mat. So this one's going to go about there. I think that was as low as I should have been. That's okay. We've got our sun. So pull our letters out. And so I can do some more sponging on the sun, on the stars. So these two little pieces here. And then we have our big piece, which that's going to go there. Oh, keep picking up the wrong one, don't I? We've got a little journal section right here. Our leaves can pop underneath our big photo. And then we have our star, whoops, which we can mount over the top of there. This one can have a dimensional on it because we've got to put it near the photo. And then we've got a little palm tree image. Sunshine and smiles. And then we have our let's play. And our sun. And I think that's that's it. This one. I can go about there. So that's page 2. That's the page 2. Got 2 more pages to go. Okay. All our little pieces out. So that one. So this one first, and we start by putting this one over the top. And then we have lots of little strips. So that one. There's that piece, but I think that's on the other page. And then there's this one. Yeah, that one. Okay, so let's start with that one. I glue that one down the corner. Oops, sorry. There we go. I was down the corner. And then we're going to do these strips here. So that's that one. All right, so just working out all my little pieces. So this one here, again, I think I'm going to do the glue again on this one. So we're just going to do a tiny bit of glue around the edge. Let it sort of dry a bit. So decide to sort of go a bit tacky. We have our little palm tree. Yes. Which I might actually use a bit of Tombow on that one too. That photo is meant to be underneath that. Oopsie. We might shove things over a tiny bit. Summer, that could go up the top. Sun, this bit here. So this sun, I think we're meant to use some, we're going to use the blending again. I'm just going to rub it straight across the bottom. Try and get a bit of colour on them. So just like that. And then I'm actually just going to do this. I think it was meant to be the other way around. That's okay. Yep. You come on, how'd you pop, There you go. Sun. Go there. There's a delivery for us. Hopefully someone grabs that. I've got a seashell. That one. Oh, there's my other piece. There. Okay, this one here has the little palm trees at the top. And then we'll put some glue on these. So I'm going to shove this over a tiny bit, because this photo here, I'll probably just sort of shuffle them over because I put the palm tree down and I probably shouldn't have. And that's meant to pop underneath, so I'll lift him without damaging. Tiny bit, there we go. And this piece is going to go over the top of that, hopefully, without too much damage. Oh, that's a bigger piece. It's not that one at all. It's going to be that one. I'll muck this one up. There we go. Try that. That can pop up. There we go. So what else do I need? I need, what is it? Sand and sun. Sand and sun. And then we just need one of the little arrows. These ones. That's popping up there. Oh. And then we have some little orange dots around, and we have some purple dots around. And some teal dots around. There we go. Anything else? Nope, I think that's it. So I think that is the page 3. Oh, there is another little star right there somewhere. Oh, this one. Oop. And one at the bottom. I think that's it. That looks like it. So that's page 3. And then the last one has most of my background done for me. So we have our photo mats. So let's do them. So this one, that needs to go, yeah, down there. And then we have our journal piece. Put our little ticket. And this little ticket. That side. I'll put that. I did it on the wrong side. I'm just going to scrape this the adhesive off that one because I did that on the wrong side. Do that side instead. So that's still going to pop up. Am I good with that one? We've got our little stars. A little strip, which is going to go up there. Along with our stars, which we'll trim off. This one can sit down here where the beach is. And then we've got holiday and let's play. So again, you've got vacation. So if you want to say vacation, you can. But I'll do holiday. And then we have our star, which we need to add some ink to. Still some residual ink on my blending brush. Go there. And I think we just need dots and then we're good. So I've got another little orange dot over here. One there. I think that's it. So that's it for that kit. So yeah, it is actually a pretty quick kit to put together. I'll just chop off this bit here. I'm not sure where my snips are. So page 1 and page that's page 3. Then you've got page 2. And then you've got page 1. They are all our pages for today. Done. Finished. Finished. So that is the Beach Time scrapbooking workshop kit. It's $63. So you can go and shop at my online store, stampinwithsharon.com.au, and click shop now. You can also join my team. The new September to December catalogue is coming out, and we're actually, as a demonstrator, we're currently in a pre-order session. So we can actually pre-order product before it becomes live to the crafting community. And so it's a great opportunity if you would like to have a look at new product and be one of the first people to actually see new product. It's a great time to join, and you'll get a welcome box, and you'll get a $240 voucher to spend on whatever you'd like, even brand new product, I believe. It's like new released product that hasn't even hit the market yet, only to demonstrators. So it's one of the major perks that you have of being a demonstrator. You actually get a discount on your products, plus you get a look at all brand new product before anyone else does. So it's fabulous to be able to play with brand new stuff before anyone else. It's always exciting. Great to see what gets released and what's current, and yeah, so it's always really good. And I always have team meetings once a month, so usually the first Thursday of the month, unless it's sort of we're in school holiday period, and I think it ends up being the second Thursday of the month, and we meet in person. So we try and meet in person during the school holidays that we have. So because usually it's a tiny bit easier for some people to actually get away and stuff from work if they're working full time. But yes, I'd love you to join my team. You can also go stampinwithsharon.com.au and click join now, and you can find out more about being a demonstrator. But always, yeah, drop me a line if you'd like to know more and ask any questions. Happy to help in any way I possibly can. That's it for today. Thank you so much, and I will probably won't see you next week, but I will do a pre-recorded video for you. Hopefully, fingers crossed, and I will see you again next time. So bye for now.